we are in a Christmas mood, I know, but I want to start the bulletin on a rather rough note, where some aggrieved customers of Men's Gold attempted to block the N1 highway in Accra as part of their demonstration demanding investments. The company has for some time now struggled to pay customers their deposit despite protests and legal actions by some of the clients. Let's take a listen to some of the clients and we'll be back for the discussion.
We would want to speak to a number of the customers to also get to know what their real issues are, and many of them are still aggrieved and at the same.
Many that's what
I know the two Men's Gold. Let me catch them. What's I know the two.
Baba
500 million here, about 50,000 Ghana cedi. Now, demonstration now more
Baba Mediana Mima because me Bahabia means me. And to me, the TV so near and after the moon is awesome.
And also,
and another missing Baba me, where Bambo Kumase. And many Baba ready, of course,
so this customer, you're from saying? Amapokia says that she has in excess of some 50,000 Ghana cedis. I have to be appropriate in mentioning the numbers.
So now we have concluded that government is in bed with Nana Appiah and they wanted to dupe us with our hard-earned money. And we will not accept that. We will never accept that because it is even good we die for this money. We die for our monies because it is our blood. Yes. It is our blood and we suffer for it. We cannot let it go scot-free. They have sat down, the government have sat down and allowed Nana Appiah, who has been doing programs with most of the prominent Ghanaians here.
There, per se, buying it through the media. Yakasa 3 months here, 4 months in Yakasa, Baumunya Shimfan, Omoba, ye payment will be another say as even migration. Almost amount for 5%, so more migration, and also yentation.
Yeah, also 5%. Did they college of 5?
Mentia. Meant be my migrating because a bus who say, and Dada, and then Dada way you know, because I buy and to me can be some money, please, what the one who buy there. Now I buy a supporting criminal.
For me, I didn't. The truth is, I didn't hear anything, okay? Because one, it's not everybody that has time to watch television, even listening to news. We normally, me, myself, I don't, okay? I have so much to do in my life that I don't even think about those kind of stuffs. Okay, but once a while I hear the news and all that. But I heard it, but it was too late for me. For me, even when I heard it, it was just July that I did my investment. That is about 756,000 Ghana cedis.
756,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah. That is old currency is 7.
That's how much you invested?
Yes, that is my investment with Men's Gold. And now the problem and the whole issue is that at least if they will close it down.
Is that your principal?
Yes, that's my principal. And even if they will close it, they will shut it down. They should have made investigations. Try to hold on to their properties. Make sure that everything is intact. Our investments are okay, are secured before they should shut it down. They can't just get up one day and just say that shut down. Okay?
I get your point. So right now you just will continue to protest and hoping that the authorities will hear you.
Yes, we will do that.
Well, those were customers of Men's Gold, heartbreaking stories. The meanwhile, Accra Operations Officer Chief Superintendent Kwesi Ofori is asking customers to be calm. He says the incident this morning could have led to a mass suicide.
We had a hint this morning that some group of people are in here, with the aim of blocking the highway. So quickly we have to deploy personnel here. One, to ensure that we have free flow of traffic on the George Walker Bush Highway. Secondly, to protect the head office of Men's Gold. We are here not to permit them to enter the place illegally, to disrupt activities of the place or to cause damage to their storage facilities as far as documents and other things are concerned. And thirdly, to protect them and to ward them off from the highway. You witness the way and manner they rush onto the highway. The police has to tactically stop the vehicles that were speeding. If not, we would have witnessed a mass suicide on our route. And we are not prepared to supervise this. That is why we are engaging them, appealing to them, talking to them, to see that their life is very important. Let them live to live and not to live to die. And that is the mantra given them. And we will ensure that we are here to protect them and the facilities here.
So we still stay on this development, and Charles Mensa is a financial consultant and he joins me via phone for the discussions. Charles, thanks so much for your time. Hello, Charles, can you hear me?
Can you?
Good evening and thanks so much for your time, and Merry Christmas.
Oh, season greetings to you, my dear.
All right, so let's start off. Government has been very clear on this, government's position. They said they have no plan of bailing out these customers. But do you think it's about time that government reconsiders its decision?
I'm not sure that the government would reconsider the decision, largely because this is complete investment. And when it comes to investment realm, high returns, high risk. And as long as we're earning those investment returns, that accrual was going to them and them only. Nobody else was enjoying that accrual. However, there's a downside risk. So the downside risk is that the company cannot continue to pay again as they've been expressed. What then tends to happen is that the company probably will have to do voluntary liquidation. And when they do a voluntary liquidation, it's just a matter of summing up all the assets that the company has and then stripping them or selling them. And then they will share to all the investors according to a ratio that the money will come in. This is how those investments will happen.
Charles, but who do you think is supposed to lead this campaign for that to be done?
Oh, once the customers are pushing, I think the Registrar General has every authority to even call for the liquidation of the company. You know, the shareholders themselves can do voluntary liquidation, but the way the customers are pushing, once they trigger it in court, the court process, yes, some liquidation will come because asset stripping will come in. If you notice, I think a week ago, or a couple of days back, somebody took them to court in Kumasi.
Right.
And then they sold. They've given some date for an asset to be auctioned, and then they can have that. So they can do a class action. All of them, provided they know themselves, they can do a class action and take a decision on the company. And that one, the company's assets, they can even lift the veil of incorporation and touch the shareholders' personal properties and things like that, so that they can retrieve every city and then share it to the investors who have lost their money. Okay,
but do you also think, looking at all that has happened in the past 4 or 5 months or so, do you think that there was a deliberate attempt on the part of Mensgo to unduly benefit from its operations?
I think I couldn't possibly say that because I don't know what they were telling the investors. Because you see, every investor would look at the documentation and see the returns and see the risk that you want to take. Because sometimes you go in with a higher risk, and when it comes to the investment, high risk and high returns, you cannot feign ignorance and say, I didn't know.
Right.
Because you went to invest. They've told you what the investment returns are. And then you bought into it. So when there's any downside of it, you have to bear the consequence. That's how the investment would happen. Unfortunately, in our part of the world, we had a situation where people that will push that government should go and bail them. This is not government bailing anybody out. Because when government bails them out, that's a huge liability for a taxpayer. And I don't think the taxpayer will bear any liability again. The point is that you went to invest, because just like you trading or your multimedia company, if multimedia collapses because of the employees, then government pays them out. No, of course no. It's the returns that they are making, and therefore they have to lose their returns. And that's all there is.
Right.
It's an unfortunate situation.
Right.
It's an unfortunate situation, but I think that the real thing to do is to do a class action, sue the company, sue the individual shareholders and directors, asset stripping, and then they can recover some cedis out of the millions that is invested.
All right, finally, before I let you go, yes, some have taken Men's Gold to court. Others are calling for their assets to be confiscated. But what more can these customers do to speed up the process?
Honestly speaking, they cannot take the law into their own hands. So that's why the police were there and preventing people from going to their office. I think the due process has to go through to make sure that they've gone through the right process, and then people would then, I mean, in the end, when it's being liquidated, the government will probably, or the liquidator will be appointed, and the liquidator will give a timetable for which monies will be paid to all the people who have lost money.
All right,
but it doesn't mean that they will get 100% of their money, but they will get something out of that.
All right, grateful for your time. Charles Mensa is a financial consultant, and if he's sharing his thoughts on what is happening at Men's Gold. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Let's get into the Christmas mood now. And around this time of the year, that's usually heavy human and vehicular traffic in major cities across the country. A common sight is long winding queues at bus terminals. However, Joy Businesses Alberta BC is reporting the usual pressure associated with some bus terminals around this time is absent. She was at the VIP bus terminal here in Accra earlier today.
Today is the 8th of Christmas, and as we know of Ghanaians, people visit their family and friends. Even though we do complain that times are hard, we are here in the popular bus station to find out if indeed people are visiting their family and friends.
To some people, Christmas is only about visiting family and friends to reunite after a year gone by. Bus terminals are normally characterized by holiday makers trying to beat the last-minute deadline for the start of the Yuletide. The VIP bus station is one such popular bus terminal located at Circle, Accra. This year, the situation is not so different. Many people were ready to catch a bus at the last minute. This lady says she has been at the bus terminal since 5 a.m. We also chanced on some other people getting ready to catch a bus. They shared their thoughts.
We have been here since morning and I'm still here. You know, today is Christmas, so I have to go and enjoy myself in my hometown. Purposely, I'm going for the Xmas, but I asked for the times. That's hard. I don't really know, but it's cool. Everything is cool for me.
Yeah, even though people also say times are hard, which is very true, because we all witness it, but then this is a festive season which comes once in a while, so we just have to be with family, have fun.
A lot more people were still coming in to get their tickets to their various destinations.
No, others are not getting back, but people are still chopping in to get their tickets. Let's speak to some of the people in the queue. We want to know if they still want to go or it will be too late for them to still travel. I have this woman here and I want to speak to her. I want to know where she's going and why she's here at this time to get her ticket.
My name is Ajo. I'm going to Kumasi.
So why this time?
I'm going to celebrate Christmas with my family.
Okay.
I think I'm very lucky today because I actually came from Kumasi on Friday. It was very serious. I spent like 6 hours over there and the traffic was just too bad. But today I think it's very, very fine. It's very normal. I wasn't expecting this.
I'm going to Kumasi because of the Christmas season. I'm going to visit my family over there. Oh, certainly times are hard because you know how the economy is, but still we have to celebrate the Christmas with our family.
Transport manager at the VIP bus terminal, Foster Asari Bracco, says the transport business has been good as compared with last year. He said the terminal is not so choked this year as authorities had made way for more buses to offset the pressure during these times.
This year,
people are really patronizing the buses. We have enough buses to convey people. There are a lot of people traveling this year as compared to last year. We have made provisions for new buses. That is why this place is not choked this time.
Indeed, people are traveling to visit their families across the country. Despite the fact that people claim that times are hard, they are not deterred by the economic hardship they claim. Alberta BC reporting from Circle.
Thank you very much, Alberta BC, for that report. Let's go to the Central Business District now, where despite heavy vehicular and human traffic in town, some traders in the district say they are yet to meet their desired target for Christmas sales. Joy Business's Karen Dodo was there earlier today and has come through with the rest of the story.
Okay, so it's a festive season and people are in town to buy what they need for the season. So much vehicular traffic, so much human traffic, but are the people really buying the essentials for the season? Let's find out from the traders and see if sales are really booming.
So I visited a couple of shops to assess sales in the market.
So today I'm entering one of the shops to find out how sales have been so far and if indeed the people walking in town are buying the things. Hello, madam, good afternoon. I can see there are so many people here and even in your shop. I want to know, are the things going? Are people really buying the children's clothing?
Since the day hasn't ended, we wouldn't know, but if we are ranging from 1 to 50 or 1 to 100 people, we've got like 50 or 60 people coming in to buy. And there are some who come in, you show them the price and they go back.
Okay, so not everybody can afford buying things from the shop, so we're going to speak to the wayside vendors and find out how business is going for them too as well. Let me speak to my mommy here who is selling different types of shoes. Hello, mama. Pacho, me timosa wuton in bam shoes and bama shoes. Na mbisa se market na kosa mbronya we ankasa nkofa betonya mana.
So dey parfum nkofo kumpa. Nkofo wo kumpa. Afi o moto ade sin last year.
Ene say na he na waton.
Ene mato de. Manka oh, mato de obo say bi 18 million. So what you say?
So Auntie Dora here is saying that for her sales have been good. From Saturday to now she sold shoes worth 1,800 cedis, and just today alone she sold about 45 pieces. So for her the market is going well and people are patronizing her shoes. Let's pick some other traders and see how it is going for them too as well.
Oh, omoba bet, omoba 1-1. Enya more to say first send and kaya penana say you no. Ah, but they be funny sir. Get yes I won't quite them say next year. This year and next year. Ebe ye. Inting amena ye na ye dan na ye here.
So what Auntie Adwa is saying is that from Saturday to now, some people have said sales have been for them, but for her, she says her fabric business has not really seen any much patronage. Well, she's hoping that it will get better because the festive season is still ongoing, and she's hoping that people will come in to purchase her fabrics.
And they are buying, but it's great. Market is fine.
From Saturday to now, like how many bags have you sold?
Oh, I can't mention, but
let's say roughly between 50 and 100.
Oh, it's over.
I also spoke to some customers to find out why they were in the market at the last minute.
I'm here to buy for my kids. Exactly, you know, for us as adults, we don't need much. It's because the kids. So I didn't have much time throughout last week. So this week I had a little time today, and I had to dash here to buy 1 or 2 stuff for the kids.
Despite the vehicular traffic and human traffic.
Exactly, I still have to, you know. If you don't do that, you are dead.
Today is my off day, so I decided to come to town and then buy so that I can distribute to my customers.
So we've had the traders, we've had the customers. It doesn't look like a really good season for some people, whilst others are hoping that although Christmas is still around the corner, they would make the sales that they want to make. While reporting from the Central Business District here in Accra, I'm Karen Dodo for Joy Business. So we've had the traders, we've had the customers. It doesn't look like a really good season for some.
All right, so those were last-minute shoppers at the Central Business District. Usually you hear traders saying last year was better than this year, but today I actually heard somebody who is saying this year is better than last year. But that's how we wrap up tonight on Business Live. Do enjoy your Christmas. On behalf of the Joy Business team and Business Live, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and have a great evening.